And the Commissioner of Power and Water Resources, Mr. Julius Chukwemeka, embarked on the inspection of the project. Government House correspondent A.G. Kabina filed on this report taken from here.
The facility, which has a 45 cubic meters tank, will service 40 homes of 3-bedroom flats each within the estate at zero cost. Barrister Igwebe said the facility has been in existence but not functional for so many years. Barrister Igwebe further explained that the major thrust of the Governor Soludo's manifesto is welfare of workers, stressing that the renovation of water facility was graciously approved by the governor to make life easier for the affected civil servants.
The major thrust is welfare of workers. All these were put together, and our governor approved that facility should be renovated and made functional. I thank Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, our governor, who has taken a resolve to make Anambra State a livable and prosperous homeland. So let's see.
The Commissioner for Power and Water Resources, Engineer Chukwuemeka, emphasized that the project is one out of so many of such projects scattered across the state. He noted that following the inventory which the present administration is carrying out, 72% of 1,400 facilities in the state are not functional, largely due to lack of power supply. Commissioner Chukwuemeka said that the renewable energy is environmentally friendly, which is the reason for the choice in the project. He recalled the revamping of the water facility at the Workers' Secretariat and added that Governor Soludo remains committed to the welfare of civil servants. He tasked the civil servants on taking ownership of the project to ensure durability.
Whatever we do in the ministry, we try to consider the environment first. We see renewable energy source as a better source of power for our water schemes because, of course, that will be eco-friendly, that will be very sustainable. As far as there is sun, there will be water.
The Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Mr. Don Onyenji, and Chairman of the estate, Mr. Obi Ikechukwu, who are residents, confirmed that water has been reticulated to all the homes in the estate, a necessity that residents have not enjoyed over the years, and appreciated the governor for demonstrating passion to their welfare. Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Power and Water Resources, Mrs. Ifeyinwa Uzoka, among others, were also part of the inspection.
Otumokbo of Anambra State, North Texas chapter has distributed food items to orphanage homes in Anambra State. We have details of this report from here.
Speaking to the ABS in an interview, the president of the association, Mrs. Joy Aguna, said the organization made a promise to distribute food items to orphans, widows, and the downtrodden in the society as a way of giving hope to them.
We are here to do charity work like we promised, so we can support our widows and the orphanage. That's the promise we did, and that's why we are here to redeem the promise.
Mrs. Aguna thanked God for using them as a channel of blessing to the children, pointing out that they had already distributed such items to the widows, and this time around, they are doing the same to orphanage homes.
Amara m etu mmesi wee kene because n'ife Jesus Christ gwara anyị na-eme ụmụ ajadu na ụmụaka na ọ bụ niile enedofe anya na ọnyanwa ka ị na-alụlụ ọlụ.
On her part, the Secretary General of the association, Mrs. Antonia Uchibe, thanked members of the association who supported the exercise and called on affluent individuals to always lend a helping hand to the needy. Receiving the items, one of the matrons of the orphanage homes, Mrs. Bridget Adilo, appreciated Otumokbo for remembering them and prayed that God will increase them financially.
Obi dị m ezigbo ụtọ. Nsi Chineke onye unu zute taa ga-ezute unu. Ga-asanyeta akwụkwọ ncheta unu wee cheta unu n'ụzọ pụrụ iche n'aha Jesus Christ.
The orphanage homes visited are the Red Cross Orphanage Home Onitsha, Divine Mercy Orphanage and Less Privileged Community Children Home Nnewi, Excellent Love Community Children's Home Nkwelogidi, and Community Children's Home Umoji. From Onitsha, Faith Onyemuche reporting for ABS.
The woman leader of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, in Anambra State, Mrs. Esther Onyekesi, says the distribution of coconut and palm seedlings by the Soludo administration is part of measures put in place by the government to revolutionize agriculture in Anambra State. Speaking in an interview with ABS on the agricultural programs and policies of Governor Chukwuma Soludo, Mrs. Onyekesi said that apart from creating employment for the youth, the agricultural blueprint of Governor Chukwuma Soludo will equally improve the internally generated revenue of the state and ensure availability of food and cash crops. The woman leader of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, in Anambra State, Mrs. Onyekesi, while calling on the Anambra to key into the agricultural programs and policies of Governor Soludo to become self-reliant, urged the citizenry to continue with their support and prayers to his administration. She disclosed that Governor Chukwuma Soludo has, through his people-oriented policies, restored public confidence in governance, adding that the ongoing massive road construction and reconstruction in different parts of Anambra State will no doubt open up the hinterlands in addition to improving business transactions. Mrs. Onyekesi used the opportunity to commend the wife of the governor of Anambra State, Mrs. Nonye Soludo, for all her support to the disadvantaged families in the state, especially her ongoing intervention on children with a problem of cleft lips and palates. And she continued to pray to God to guard and guide and bless her and her family. Nigeria's Defense Headquarters, THQ, says troops of Operations Harinkai successfully forward covert attempts by Boko Haram and the Islamic State of West African Province, ISWAP terrorists, to gain access into Nigeria with weapons and other logistics from Cameroon. Speaking during the bi-weekly operational briefing on kinetic and non-kinetic activities of the military and other security agencies across the Federation, the Deputy Director of Defense Media Operation, Brigadier General Abdullahi Haruna Ibrahim, said troops killed 5 of the terrorists during the firefights, captured 10, recovered arms and other logistics, including bags of flour and detergents. Our Abuja Bureau Chief, Princess Ekwi Ajide, has the details.
General Ibrahim, who represented the newly appointed Director of Defense Media Operation, Major General E.S. Buba, disclosed that about 967 terrorists, comprising of 82 adult males, 354 adult females, and 531 children, surrendered to troops at different locations within the joint area of operations. According to him, troops also killed 24 Boko Haram terrorists, Islamic State of West African Province terrorists, captured 10, apprehended 39 collaborators and logistics suppliers, and rescued 35 kidnapped civilians. The Deputy Director of Defense Media Operations stated that within the period under review, troops of Operation Handikai in the northeast zone of the country continued to intensify operations against terrorists, including their logistics suppliers and collaborators. He said that due to troops' offensive operation against terrorists in the theater of operation, a total of 967 terrorists comprising of 82 adult males, 354 adult females, and 531 children surrendered to troops at different locations within the area of joint operations. General Ibrahim revealed that all recovered items, arrested Boko Haram terrorists, logistics suppliers, and rescued civilians have been handed over to relevant authority for further action, while captured terrorists and surrendered Boko Haram terrorists and Islamic State of West African Province terrorists and members of their families have been profiled and documented for further action.
Task Force Operation Delta Safe has sustained efforts in ensuring a safe and peaceful environment for business activities to strive in the south-south zone of the country. In furtherance to this, troops conducted patrol, raids, swamp boogie, and anti-illegal bunkering operations in the creeks, waterways, high seas, roads, towns, and cities of Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers, and Cross River State, respectively.
In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide reporting.
U.S. Treasury Secretary Mrs. Janet Yellen has called on China to work with Washington to fight the existential threat of climate change. Speaking on Saturday, she said the two countries, the largest greenhouse gas emitters, had a joint responsibility to lead the way on climate action. She called on China to support the U.S.-led Green Climate Fund. Ms. Yellen is on a 4-day trip to Beijing in an attempt to boost relations between the two countries. There's been no formal cooperation between China and the U.S. on climate change since the administration of former President Donald Trump. Sports. Nigerian football star and Super Falcons forward Aisha Toshola has been named as a nominee for the prestigious 2023 Ballon d'Or award. The announcement was made by France Football, the organizer of the award, via its official Twitter handle. Oshoala has been nominated in the Socrates Award category, which recognizes outstanding solidarity actions carried out by football champions. She is one of 5 individuals shortlisted for the award, which was established last year and named after the legendary Brazilian footballer Socrates. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS on many parts of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television, or on Twitter at ABS Radio TV, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. To end the news this morning, a recap of the main points. Anambra State Government has commissioned solar-powered water borehole at State Senior Civil Servants Estate, Oka. Utumwopo of Anambra State North Texas Chapter has donated food items to orphanage homes. Nigerian Army has foiled Boko Haram attack from Cameroon. U.S. Treasury Secretary Mrs. Yellen has called on China to fight threat of climate change. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that ends the breakfast news at this time on ABS Television. I am Friska Wonko. Good morning. Happy Sunday.